Whoa. Mud. Welcome to Pick Central. Today is Monday, March 9th. We are in conference tournament week. A lot of people, there's arguments sometimes. There's one guy that's not in the room at the moment that will say that this week is better than March Madness. He is wrong in that, but it is close. It's close. I think it's a great week.
Close, yeah.
There's more games.
There's more games, and it's also like just people try like.
It's a way better gambling week.
Yes,
That's what I was going to say. Gamblers, I think if you're
Gambling,
just a true
definitely
blue gambler, it's better.
Because it's like starting kind of tomorrow, it's wall to wall, like till late night. But yeah, March Madness is the spectacle.
And what you need to do before those games is head to fairharborclothing.com. This podcast is brought to you by Fair Harbor. Makes the world's most comfortable swimwear. The same comfort that's earned thousands of 5-star reviews is built into their super soft clothes, made to be worn hard and broken in by the life you live. March is here. Spring is on the horizon. Spring today in New York is here. It's beautiful out.
I mean, it was 70 degrees today.
It's beautiful. You got a little breeze in the air, especially if it went from 30 to 70. We didn't get to 50. So it been quick.
No coats. That's a big thing, too.
No coats. I wore a sweatshirt today. I didn't even have to, but I wore one, and it was a Fair Harbor sweatshirt. Super soft built-in liner, keeps you comfortable all day. You'll never go back to mesh-lined trunks. Again, trust me. Head to fairharborclothing.com. Use code CENTRAL20 for 20% off your full price order now through March 31st. Once again, that's Fair Harbor, HARBOR, clothing.com for 20% off. And make sure to use our promo code CENTRAL20 so they know we sent you. All right. Make sure later also go at 4 o'clock. Clemmer's chat eliminator is still going. That is, we already did 4 people already eliminated, 4 people eliminated again, all live Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, those same times, 10 a.m. and 4 p.m.
We got knocked out today.
So far, Feidelberg, Tommy, Pat, and Robbie.
Yeah, so far, Roan and the chat are just deciding who's out.
Yeah.
Roan's been on the block twice. He wins.
Roan's the favorite to win at the moment, unless someone just takes him out.
He can manipulate. He knows what he's doing.
Also, like a lot of the likable people are already out, so
It's some breaking.
Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of breaking
breaking
news
news?
right now.
Sure do.
Pierce is back to the Colts. 4 years, $116 million.
wow.
I think they just said it. I think McAfee just said it on his show.
Yeah, Schefter just tweeted it. It's an enormous
I have a question.
Well, what does he know about the Colts, McAfee?
So that's $29 million a year.
I have a question.
I can't
Good
see how
math by
that's
me.
gonna work out.
Yes.
Is Alec Pierce? When are we saying Alec Pierce is this?
It's just the going rate for. It's just like the market.
Yeah.
That's I'm good for him. I'm not money pocket watching, but it's also like, where did Alec Pierce become $30 million?
Doesn't Alec Pierce just sound like a guy who's so much better under team-friendly construct? And then
Yes.
the moment you get this number, it's like,
Is he?
well, that's not great.
So is he?
Same with Wandale. I would say the same.
Is Pittman Jr. a free agent?
No, they signed him like 2 years ago. He makes less money. Pierce's contract is more a
So Pierce is their number one
receiver
with the
financially, yes.
financially?
Financially, yes.
Like last year, he just
I
caught.
think Pittman got like
he-
25 a year.
He just did a lot of. He caught a lot of deep balls last year.
Well, I think they do value, like they definitely value chunk plays.
Yeah.
Like he averages big time yards per catch. I think he'd actually fit better with like a different team. Like I understood the love from the Patriots just because May throws such a good deep ball. They like that part of his game.
Oh, he would be great.
It was a
there.
good
get
match for
Sure.
sure.
Awesome. Yes.
But
yes.
I don't know. I think it's rich, a little rich for my blood for him as a player. But I get it. Because other teams,
Colts fans were freaking out, and then they
other
got,
teams
they
were gonna
got him
pay it,
back
probably.
quickly. The Colts got him back. He was like, "I'm going to test." I think after the Daniel Jones thing, he's like, "I think I get to test for agency." He didn't test it for anything. He got it quick.
$29 million.
No, he's probably that's probably the highest he's going
I
to
think
get.
he's smart. I think
A shade more than half is guaranteed. $60 million guaranteed.
well, that's where they get you. They're not giving him the like
Right.
80% of the
Yeah,
contract. So
he doesn't end up earning $160 million of that.
He's got to earn it. He's got to go put up that. What going off what you said, Marty? Now it is like the expectations. Now,
Yeah.
Now you're a $29 million
Actually,
guy.
I don't hate
You got to go
that.
play like a $29 million player.
I don't hate $60 million guaranteed.
It's basically so. I mean, the first 2 years.
Yeah, You're on the hook
That's
for
become
2
a thing. It's
I
like
think that's
basically
good,
the first
though.
2 years are guaranteed.
I think
That
that's
makes him the
right.
highest paid free agent receiver in NFL history.
What?
Because
This happens every year.
all
right?
the other. Well, you got to think
the
all
total
the
money
other,
hubs or the guaranteed money?
No.
Oh, definitely.
Gotta be total.
Also, you got to
Total.
keep in mind, like
60 million's pretty massive.
But I'm saying, like, the
Yeah.
Justin Jeffersons and the Jamar Chases and
Wraps up.
CeeDee Lambs, they didn't hit free agency. They just signed, like, massive
True.
extensions.
That's a smart.
So
yeah,
those
smart.
don't count. Or, like, St. Brown, even. A lot of these guys have signed huge deals.
Oh, I guess it's 84 in guarantee. 60 is guaranteed at signing.
Oh, wow.
So it's 84
Wow.
guaranteed.
84 is pretty damn.
for him.
I hate how like
so it was a lot.
details
Real
come out
money.
like every other
I know.
tweet. Like
I know
everyone
the
sprinkles
NFL.
the.
I know the
84 is like almost 3/4 of it.
I know the NFL is guaranteed money, and you don't want to be moving around forever, and it'll never happen. But like, if you're Justin Jefferson or you're Joe Burrow or you're fucking pick anybody, fucking T.J. Watt, anybody you want, is there a world where it makes sense to just keep doing 1-year deals and be on the bid every year? Just
Well,
be out there.
Yeah, but you risk so much.
Yeah,
I know.
One
but,
injury.
but if
Cousins
you, as
Cousins
long,
kinda
I know,
did it.
and it'll never happen. But if you could perform, like knock on wood, and be okay, like what would these guys be on the open? Somebody could
No,
be
what
like,
they should do
and,
is like
and if
2
the
years
guy,
with an opt out.
but if the guy went all in too, and being like, hey, I want to kill it for this team, and then whoever wants me the next one, I'm open to
get
go
you.
wherever you want to
Do
go.
they have opt outs
Like-
in the NFL?
Yeah. But I think it's usually always like team.
Yeah.
Like I feel like there's not really like player.
So far,
Yeah.
we've had Kelsey's gonna go back to the Chiefs.
Yeah.
That's
Why did I saw what you guys sent it, but it's not necessarily the Chiefs.
Oh,
What's
today-
his-
Now, now it's
That was yesterday. Today is.
I think that was his team just kept putting it out there like, hey, we would leave if you're not gonna like.
think of
bring a certain
Fitzpatrick.
number. Yeah, he got
Jets.
like 40,
Jets.
3 years, like 40 million with the Jets, I think it was, or two or three for 40.
He would have led the team in interceptions last year with 1.
Are we missing anything else crazy? That's
They extended McDuffie. They got the deal done. It was like 31 million a year with the Rams.
Rams great. Rams are the leader in the clubhouse so far.
I mean, yeah, they got an elite corner.
Unbelievable to have him locked up on the already good defense.
And I mean, just perfect to like just use that pick that was like an extra.
Yeah,
And it was. I
and
mean,
the worst pick.
you still kept the good like
Yeah.
the high pick
Packers got Zaire Franklin.
Yep,
and traded Gary to the Cowboys.
Gary.
that's pretty good for them.
Yeah,
He's fine.
It did seem. I was reading that Colts fans were like, "See ya." Like,
Yeah.
They were not. They did not want.
His
Not a big-
metrics, his numbers last year were horrendous.
yeah, that's not.
But I think that was kind of their like.
But you're also adding him to a good deal. Like he doesn't need to be. He need to be the guy on the Colts. Like he can't be the. Like he doesn't have to be anybody on the Packers. You know, already a good defense.
Right. We did deal Colby Wooden. It was in that trade, and he was a pretty good run stopper for us.
Yeah.
Micah Parsons found out Wooden was in the trade through a reply on Twitter. So
Yes,
that
he
was,
did.
That
He
was
did.
interesting.
Hendrickson, our guy, what's his name?
Scoops.
Ricky Scoops thinks he's going to the
Cowboys.
Cowboys, which would suck for us.
I would revamp their defense, man. With what
Yeah.
they've been doing a good
Like
job.
Quinnen Williams, Gary, and him.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Gary is a disappointing player. There's a lot that he's a big. He rushes, but he never gets home. He never actually gets the sacks.
Makes a lot of money too.
a
Over
lot of
20 million
money.
next 2 years.
He was always supposed to just be better than what he became. But I don't know. Pair him with Hendrickson, that could work.
So if one of you guys just keep up, like if there's any.
Yeah, I got
breaking
the
news.
Schefter. I got
Oh.
to keep
I'll give you one real quick. Patriots just signed Draymond Jones away from the Ravens. 3 years, the big defensive
oh,
lineman there.
Buckeye.
Well,
Yeah, gives.
that's-
I mean,
wow.
Vrabel was going to get at least one piece defensively. He's had some good years there in Baltimore, and that's 3 years, over 30 million, based on what I just.
He's a good player. He's a solid player.
You're gonna say
There's,
Bosco?
there's a lot to get to, and it's not like gotcha shit, but I do think it could get buried in the headlines. Do you have a statement on Ohio State?
Yeah, no good.
Do I have a statement? Yeah, just leading from the front. We don't go and harass women with butter and
Just
almost assault them with
just
butter
too
knives.
bad.
Crazy that the one fan base was dunking on Michigan, and then it's like,
Well, I mean, one's a little different.
yeah,
I think it's a lot. The fact that you're even comparing the two.
No, I'm just
pretty crazy.
Allegedly,
Yeah.
what did this one do?
I mean, he just like cheated on his wife.
Not good.
Not good, but I mean,
he
he didn't show
try
up.
and
He
kill
didn't
someone.
try to. Yeah, he didn't show up with deadly weapons.
agreed.
Fired.
He resigned. Man of class. He didn't have to get fired.
Sure he was
said
fired.
hand up.
I missed this.
No, he's
Who is this?
our president.
Oh.
But he also he said it like he admitted he said it and then resigned on his own.
Well, I'm sure he got found out and then he said.
No, he said it to a
you
member
think
of the
he
board.
told on himself?
I think he did.
You
I
are
think he actually
nuts.
did.
He obviously got
He said
found
it
out.
to a member of the board.
Yeah, I
He said
love
it
you.
to
Because
one
he
of the
knew it
others.
was
Good for you.
coming out
Good for
probably.
you.
Well, but I mean,
Of
but
course.
look at
he
me.
didn't be like hand up.
He didn't
I
wake up-
cheated on
he
my
had
wife.
that's exactly what he did.
Oh,
He didn't have rumors swirling for 3 years that I don't even know if you can call them rumors because they were just all true.
What's the guy's name?
Ted Carter. Jr.
Ted
I believe.
Carter?
Ted Carter.
Name.
Yeah,
yes, we
very
gotta-
presidential name.
we got a lot to get to.
That's insane that you stopped this to bring that up. 'Cause I guarantee
You want me to fucking say?
When it was Michigan,
That
you didn't
was
say a
crazy.
fucking word.
That was
I know when
crazy.
it was the other way around. You didn't say a
That
fucking
was
word.
nuts.
What do you
You
mean?
were trying not to talk about it.
Yeah, I would have actually probably. I wouldn't have even.
I thought you were gonna go into some like niche like
Yeah, like
low
Quinnipiac.
college basketball
No,
kind of
no.
thing. Yeah, I was waiting for like a Pecora.
Oh, that was
you
crazy.
getting mad at me
That was
for?
crazy.
No. It's crazy because when the shoe was on the other foot and like 20 times worse, not a peep out of you, not a peep.
I mean, we said it. It was a story.
Because
You didn't say
because
anything,
I brought it up.
You didn't say anything.
I definitely brought that up.
You didn't.
Know where my bread's buttered.
Yeah, that's my. But at least admit it.
Boy, I've admitted it from day one.
But
Like,
it just took me. I had to talk for 3 minutes for you to admit it.
whatever.
I'm looking for help for my guy. I'm like,
I
you
didn't
know,
even
Marty
know.
came to my rescue. I was
Yeah,
like, come on.
I didn't even know this was real. I saw a little bit of it. I just scrolled right past it because Sharon Moore was like, "Holy shit, bad."
Also, that's what I'm saying. Like even comparing them, like a million people have.
No, I'm not-
committed
I'm-
acts of infidelity, and like it's not a good thing.
Everybody's got a little
But
action
it
on the
happens.
side.
Yeah, it happens.
But yeah, let's get into some college basketball. We're gonna get to college basketball today. We're gonna have the WBC. Great game tonight. We are
Yeah.
Who's playing tonight?
USA Mexico. Mexico's
Mexico's got
very
some good players.
Mexico's
We're also
knocked them. They knocked
we're
them-
1-3.
Mexico's beaten them the last
Who's
few.
on?
We're
Great?
one-
I was watching a little of that
Jazz
Saturday.
and Trace Thompson
Yeah.
and Nate Eaton.
I wouldn't have known those guys from a home.
Shout out Red Sox.
You know
who
Jazz
Chisholm
Chisholm?
is?
I wouldn't have known that they were from Great Britain.
Oh, the
it's
Jazz thing is
not.
very like
Jazz's great grandma's from Great Britain.
yeah. The World Baseball
It
Classic
doesn't
is
matter.
way more lenient with that shit. Like
Yeah.
it's not Olympics is so strict. Like World Baseball, Austin Wells is the starting catcher for the Dominican
If
Republic.
you have a great grandparent that's from somewhere, you can play for them.
Dude, some guy.
They should just do a draft for the World Baseball Classic. Just give the guys the uniforms like Little League.
That's funny.
I forget the
Aaron Judge is playing for
Someone
fucking
actually made
Russia.
a funny joke. I think it was Blutman. Was like, Chinese Taipei is so fucking good at Little League, but they suck in this.
I gotta be honest. I had the same thought. I think a lot of people did. I was
Yeah.
like, why are they so good and then
So
so bad?
good.
there was a guy in a game who homered. His dad was on the other team as a coach.
Yeah.
How does that make sense? Shouldn't you be with your dad?
Yeah. I mean, it's also like the same thing for even the Olympics. Like, there's someone that played for USA. Like, Arenado played for the USA. Now he's playing for Puerto Rico.
Yeah, he wasn't good enough to make the
It's
team. He
just
goes,
like-
I guess I'm Puerto Rican now.
Yeah. We'll get to the WBC later because I want to talk about my experience there, but don't need to leave show with that. College basketball. I'll get mine out of the way really fast. I'm a little nervous. Caleb Foster did get hurt against UNC. And
Somebody else too.
Ngamba also is hurt. He's been hurt. So they're not going to play in the ACC tournament. Duke is still minus 340 without them, which is kind of funny. Those two starters, not like they're bench guys. There are two starters. I'm nervous. They need at least one of them to come back for the tournament. That I'll be fine. They beat
Because they get Carolina on that side of
I was
the
gonna say at least in terms of that, at least no Caleb Wilson.
Yeah, no Caleb
At least
Wilson.
for the ACC.
That
tournament.
sucks. He's out for the whole thing.
Oh, he's done.
No, but I'm saying like
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
saying
yeah.
for Duke being that big a favorite in the
Yeah.
tournament.
Oh,
a big part of that I think is because Wilson is out.
brutal. Just brutal for UNC. Like you're gonna what? I don't know. What seed do you think UNC is gonna end up? 7?
No.
Lower?
I was going to say better. Yeah.
Well, I don't
5-6? I'll check bracket matrix. UNC, I don't think UNC is trending towards the 7 line.
No, I thought it was like 5 or 6.
Okay, whatever they are, it's just brutal. Like to be with Caleb Wilson fully healthy, that team's fucking nasty.
Yeah.
Now you're in the
Carolina on the
tournament.
5 line.
All right, so 5, whatever. So you might get picked off in the first round now with how weak they are.
Yeah, no, it's someone that you like want. It's someone you want in your bracket.
100%.
1,000%. But yeah, Duke beat the shit out of them. It wasn't even worth watching. UConn sucks.
Oof.
I mean, it's just
Bad,
like
bad.
that's a bad
loss.
Marquette
Bad loss.
team, and they're trending down in a bad time. That's the problem. What's your thoughts on them right now?
Garlic, Mucko.
Yeah, they've had these games now where they just show up and they can't put the ball in the basket, and it's against bad teams. This is not the first time they played against a bad Big East team. The big knock on the conference all year has been they have no top end talent. Coming off that St. John's win, you thought that'd be the momentum to swing in, get the 1 seed. this is the bad time, and the way that ended, like I get Hurley's frustration there. That it's a bad feeling going into Thursday, the way that thing ended on Saturday afternoon. Bad.
Yeah, they have just again been trending down. Big Ev's been saying they haven't been like they're not like a top elite team. They're probably get a 2 right now, looking at a 2 seed going into the tournament, which is like still really good, but it's just funny to like that saying they suck. You have been so wrong about St. John, so what would you like to say about them?
We're still talking about UConn. We can wait.
Well,
a lot of UConn's wins are obviously early in the season. That's when the non-conference goes. But to Mutt's point, I did think they were going to turn a corner. I think when I texted you guys a couple weeks ago, was it Creighton on a Saturday? They beat I was like, today it's just they're just going to bury somebody. And then they buried St. John's. I was like, they're turning a corner. But now you guess it's the same thing that I pick on St. John's for. Like, should we be asking that question to UConn, who has played real teams and has real wins, but is UConn getting a little bit benefit of the doubt because of the name? Because the conference stinks.
But, I mean,
stinks, and they have been in wars.
What do you mean about what are they? What are they? They're 25
like
and 6. So like, what are they like? What do you mean by that? What are they getting
that they're 25 and 6, and in the mix for a 1 seed, but still weirdly like. Not that good, if that makes sense.
I think their benefit of the doubt was more from the early season wins.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
because I think we were chasing on that, like they beat Florida, whoever.
UConn 27-4.
27-4. You have 4 losses. Like you got. I don't think they're getting benefit. I think they deserve a 2.
Right. They have great. I mean, they beat Florida at the Garden. They beat BYU. There's another win. I'm sure forgetting. They have they beat Kansas.
Kansas.
Right, but think about that.
Lost to Zona
think
tight.
about that
Yeah,
right there. They beat Florida, right? Like Duke. I think Duke and UConn beat Florida in the non-conference early. That is a
without a doubt.
win.
But then go through UConn in the last couple of weeks, like a war with Seton Hall, who's like okay.
You can't think about
loses
them.
to Marquette.
You can't even think about just beating teams. They don't really care. If you beat them, they.
But it could give us not bad.
But it could give us a bigger picture of like what they are.
Oh, 100%. Do I think UConn can win the national championship? No. But I would not be surprised at them in the Elite 8.
Oh, I still do. I think those wins early in the year proved to me that when they're playing at their best, and some of those games without Braylon Mullins, who's really, really good, they can still do it. But to me, it's Terrace Reed. Like, he has got to show up and be the dominant player he was against St. John's.
But
they
so
can.
hard
I think
to
they
be
can win
like
6 in
your
a row.
best
I think they're
player
that good.
is a 5 is tough in the unless you're Zach Edey. You know what
He's
I mean?
a game changer. He's a game changer.
I know he's a game changer, but like he's not like you need that guard play in March. I think if you guys,
I'd wish they'd let Mullins rip it a little bit more.
yeah.
I just
Green
don't think
light,
he has
run it
enough
through
of
him.
a leash, and he's going to
I'm
be
with
gone this
you.
year. So I feel like, and I'm not the guy to judge Danny Hurley on like coach. He forgot more about basketball than I know. It goes without saying. But like I don't know, in like the middle of April, if they don't win it or May, him look back and be like, "Fuck, I wish I." Does that make sense? Don't
You know, I think watching UConn all year, I just always felt like there was something missing. Like I just think there's such a level. And listen, this is not like the two teams that obviously they won national titles and they did it pretty dominantly. So I just think there's something missing. Like those teams like Sonogo and Hawkins and like Klingon, Castle. Like I think they just had more like high end guys. I know Mullins is like a NBA guy, but I don't know. I just never thought there's like Reed is so inconsistent. I think that's where like Klingon, like Sonogo, they were so consistent. They were dominant every night. Right. And even Klingon, if he wasn't dominant offensively, he was definitely dominant defensively and such an anchor. And I think like that, and then Castle was probably like the best wing defender in the country. So you had like those two things working for you at the same time. I just don't think they really have any of those things right now.
They're not dominant, like I've said. They're not dominating teams in a down league. Like I'm trying to think of a team that's like Duke kind of dominated people in the league besides UNC. Where they have one loss with was Caleb Wilson. Like that's where you're like
criticism. And again, it's not picking on just Duke, but it was the example. This was the criticism that people gave to Duke more so the ACC the last 2 seasons.
Definitely last.
That's all
year.
I'm saying. And now, don't get me wrong. Like Duke was fucking freaks last year.
Yeah.
But I think for 2 months, if you just play those teams, you can worry a little bit about how good they are outside of that setting. That's all I'm.
Well, that's why it was good this year. Duke played Michigan last week.
Right, without a doubt.
Where it was
Without a
like,
doubt.
no, you're right though. That's because that's my whole thing about Gonzaga. Like every year they play great teams in November, and then they fucking play dog shit teams like way worse
without,
than the ACC.
Yeah, and now they're without their best player. Gonzaga's a loss.
Gonzaga's fucked. But regardless, like it is interesting. But UConn loses. St. John's is the back-to-back Big East champions. What do you have to say about that?
It's good to win your league 2 years in a row. You gotta give them credit.
As a guy that loves to, like I jump the gun on my teams a lot, you love jumping the gun.
Yeah, Meek was pulling up tweets today in December. I was saying they're going to be on the bubble. I mean, this is what we do. Like,
I got you.
throw some lines out there, and some of them hit fish, and the other ones, they pull you in. I got pulled in on that one. So
Yeah, you got drowned on it.
drowned on that. I mean, we knew where we were going with that. But, hey, I'll tell you what, that would have been a hell of a fish to actually reel back in. What I will say is since 2004, when the Big East went to no divisions and went straight format, the highest seeds for the regular season champion in the Big East have been 2019 Villanova, 5, 2021 Villanova, 6, or reverse. One of those. I had it written down. I'm not going to look at it. St. John's on pace for a 5 or a 4. So it's going to be one of the worst regular season seeds for the Big East in 25 years.
Okay.
Since 1990.
Does that matter at all?
That it goes to show you that they won. If you win the Big East as a regular season champion, chance most of the time the Big East, tough league. You're a 2.
But
you're
the
a
other
3,
team,
you're a 1.
You have another team that is a 2.
Yeah. You literally have UConn.
And they
that's
beat-
And again,
but they beat
yes,
that team in
and I'm glad you brought that up because one of your fucking Quaalude buddies tweeted it today too. They were like, they beat UConn and UConn's a 2. In a normal world, take it from 100 feet up. If I was trying to explain this to you, Hubs, you don't know basketball. Let's say, right?
Don't know basketball.
I said if. I said if. We're gonna need.
I didn't hear the if.
I did say if. We're gonna need you to take down the barrier because you came at me with the Jazz thing. We're gonna need.
Well,
I
you
don't know
did
what
say
I did.
I wouldn't
to you
know them
today.
from a hole in the wall.
You're on
I
edge.
came at you with the Jazz.
Yeah, you don't know Jazz Chisholm? I just said I didn't know.
All right.
You're a
There's
little
breaking
heated
news
today.
if we have to get to, but okay.
All right, go to the breaking news.
Guys, Jazz. Kenneth Walker, Chiefs. Done.
Kenneth Walker, Chiefs.
God damn it.
Wow.
That's really good for them.
I think we're spending our money on O-line, and I'm not mad about it.
No, it's always good.
Not to cut you off because
No, that's fine.
was
You need it. You
worthy.
would've got
Kenneth
lost. You
Walker,
need it. It's fine.
worth it.
Yeah, that's worth it. Go.
I wonder how close the Seahawks would have got with that money because it's like,
They just don't need them.
guess.
Charbonnet is just
Yeah,
they
no,
have
they
a
like that's
guy.
the thing. They just like Charbonnet. But Kenneth Walker is unbelievable. It is what it is. If I was explaining it to you from a normal world, you would say, all right, hold on a second. St. John's was the regular season champion, beat out UConn, beat UConn head-to-head, split in whatever. In a normal world, shouldn't St. John's be a higher seed? Well, no, because they played the Sisters of the fucking Poor.
There's a better
all
body work
season.
for UConn.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and that's what it got.
yeah.
So that's my point. And that's what they were trying to say. Like, you guys trying to dunk being like, well,
But
there's a
it's still-
2-seed in our league.
what are you-
It's because your
No, but
resume sucked.
You just what?
Well, no, UConn just was better out of conference.
Yeah,
They were a lot better out of conference.
but they won
That's
the
a knock.
conference.
schedule.
That's a
too.
knock on you guys.
It's also a knock
it's
on
you,
UConn.
but you're using St.
knock on
John's
St.
being
John's seed
like,
as
but you're,
well.
but that's what
Also-
you're using them being a 5 to like knock the conference. But they have another team in the conference that's a 2 seed.
That they beat.
because they went to go play all these other teams. St. John's hasn't beaten,
But it
still
but-
has not
but
beaten
you're
anyone out of the
using-
conference.
But you're using it to knock down the Big East as if like their best team
Well, yeah.
is only a 5
It
seed.
is-
but
it's
that's
a bad-
but
it's a
that's-
bad
that's
Big
not
East.
really true.
Since 1997, the least amount of teams in the Big East ever has been 3, 2 times. It's on pace again for 3 this year. So it's the worst. It's the worst the league's has ever
I
been.
think Seton Hall's going to get in.
No, Villanova.
No, I don't think so.
I know.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
no, I think
Villanova
probably
in,
will.
but I'm
I
saying
don't need to see Seton Hall.
Seton Hall has to they have to.
I think
get
there's
to
too
a
many
final.
teams because I
Don't
think
score. There's
They got to get to the final. And
They'll beat Creighton, and I don't know who they're going to beat after.
They'd have to
I
beat
just think
St.
they'll
John's
favor
and
some of these
and
Big
UConn.
12 and SEC teams over them.
They'd have to either win it or if they win, they're obviously. But I think they got to get to a final. But even that's not enough because they're only getting.
I know. I think they'd be enough. I think final they'd be enough.
I don't even know if it would, to be honest.
Because you'd have to beat St. John's or UConn then. So that's
They never value the conference tournament wins as much as you think in the moment.
You're right. You're very right.
You always feel that way, and then you realize. I remember Ohio State had it a couple years where they won a few, and I was like, oh, maybe, and then you realize they weren't even close.
Unless you're a real bubble team, really
Yeah, I think there's too many.
Auburn.
teams in front of
Auburn's
them.
a big one this year, which I
Yes.
still don't really. Just because they beat Florida, I don't understand.
It's
why.
they beat Florida at Florida.
also
so
beat
that's
St.
like
they
on
also beat
paper
St.
that
John's.
looks-
I know, but it's just
Good win.
16 losses.
because they played such a
It's gonna be
tough schedule.
insane. 16 losses is
They've been
ridiculous.
bad down the stretch too.
Yeah, they have
Yeah, no
sometimes just
doubt.
even when you have good wins, you've also lost a lot. So it's
But don't
yeah.
you? I mean, if you're top 5, where do you equate this season? It's great you won the regular season, but what grade is it if you go out in the second round again or the first?
Well, it depends.
We were top 5 coming into the fucking season.
Are you
Reminder.
viewing it as
mega hole off season?
But
but you can't like.
you also, but they also
won,
were
like they did what they had to do. You're like shitting on them for being top
now
5,
it's
but they
postseason
won.
success.
They won the Big
They were
East.
top 5 coming into the year. They're going to finish as top 25 though. They've underperformed this season based on their
guess.
preseason rating.
they
Now, preseason
underperformed
ratings are-
early. They underperformed
Yeah.
really bad the first like month.
You almost like
They've been like on par with what they thought. I would say the last 2.5
in a
months.
bad Big East and still going to wars, losing to Providence, fighting against Georgetown.
going
But like they
lose,
like
it's-
beating Georgetown is like whatever.
They
They're not
won.
like good, but
They won these games that you're talking
Yeah.
about. They also like you play some. Michigan has like barely beat some teams this year, and they're unbelievable. It's just conference play. Sometimes away games it gets away from you. It's going to be interesting. If they lose in the first weekend, it's a disaster for them. 100%. I think it's a disaster.
And it's a possibility as a
disasters,
5.
like it would be a disaster in the sense of sure like the preseason ranking.
But Sweet 16, it's a great season.
Sweet 16.
But in the Bosco realm, where it was like, are they going to get off the mat? Like they were in the dumpster. Yeah, 2 years ago, they've won. Like winning
gotten off the mat.
Winning the conference was unthinkable 2 years.
They've gotten off the mat.
Yeah.
They've done it twice in a row.
They've
They had a
definitely
conference with
gotten
UConn in like through UConn's this prime
100%.
era.
I think top 4 seeds. I think if it's not Duke, Arizona, Michigan, Florida, I will be.
No,
I think those are
those
locked
are the
in.
clear 4.
After UConn lost to Marquette and Florida like won out, I think it's a lot.
I think
I think Florida could lose their first game in the conference tournament. It wouldn't even matter.
I think there's a giant drop after those 4 teams.
I think I would comfortably take them versus the field.
I think
I hate how chalk my bracket because those are the only
I'm
4
telling you,
teams
man,
I
like-
really believe to cut down the nets.
NIL, man, is turned into chalk. Like you're gonna see a lot more chalk.
which I'm okay with because it's also like, it's also not like 2 teams. It's 4 unbelievable teams.
But like the second tier, is UConn, Iowa State, Houston, Michigan State. None of those teams are like
Yeah, if you
Playing
had
out of their
out of
mind
that
right now.
4,
We did a draft this morning.
who's the 5th? You'd be like, okay, I'm good with them.
Well, here, this is what we did.
Iowa State.
I'm not, and I think Iowa State
I don't
cannot
like
win.
them
I think
either.
Iowa State
I think
is
it's UConn. I'll be the
fraud.
homer. It's UConn. UConn
might-
at their best.
Well,
Sure,
no,
they're right.
they
They're
put-
the 5th team.
Hold
it's
on.
UConn.
So, real quick, it's impossible for Duke to lose.
Can we take this Nickelodeon Junior off? Because I am getting distracted.
Thank God I didn't even look at that. I didn't even look at that. Now I'm going to.
I'm so distracted.
It's nearly impossible for Duke to lose the number 1 overall seed. Why? They beat 2 other number 1 seeds.
Yeah.
This year head to head. That's impossible.
Does it really matter, or you just get the worst 2, right?
What?
Like, does it really matter being number 1 over besides? Because they all get to choose.
They say you get the worst 2, but they don't,
I don't
truly
agree. Yeah,
seed it.
I agree with
Because
that.
geography matters, and if BYU is ever a 2, they can't play on Fridays, Sundays.
Yeah.
So like it ain't.
I
whatever.
agree.
You also can't get regular season matchups. They try to skew it where if Duke was supposed to get the worst 8, but NC State was the worst 8, they won't put NC State in.
Why?
Or, I'm sorry. First, they try to avoid second round. They want conference in conference to avoid until the Sweet 16. That's part of the bracket rules.
Okay.
The tiers that we did today: 1, Michigan, Zona, Duke, UConn, Florida. That's how they group tier
Yeah,
1.
I'm taking UConn out of that, but that's fine.
Right. Tier 2 was then Iowa State, Houston, Kansas, Nebraska, Illinois, Michigan State, and Virginia was how they grouped that.
That is a deep 2.
Well, that's just what they did. I mean,
No, I know. I'm
pick
just.
one.
I don't.
Out of that 2, so if you want to put UConn in tier 2, like who's your pick? I still say it's probably Houston. I know you guys say no.
I agree
I
with
just-
you.
Houston.
Gotta be. We all.
There's
we
something
picked
about me I just can't. I can't quit them.
I'll tell you right
even though
now,
they
I'm not
haven't looked
picking.
great.
I know I said it the other day, like I would still take a look at Michigan State with the flyer. I think Izzo's just going to be around. You worry about fears with that stupid fouls and shit like that. The big guy obviously dunks the shit out of it. I don't trust Virginia. I don't really know if
I don't trust Nebraska.
I don't
Kansas.
trust Nebraska. either.
Definitely don't.
I don't love Nebraska.
way
I
they
think
collapsed yesterday
Illinois
was
would be
nuts.
Illinois could be the second pick.
Illinois would be mine.
I just typed in Illinois. Illinois is my pick.
Illinois would be mine.
Illinois could be the second
They
pick.
haven't looked. They lose to
Haven't looked
Northwestern recently, and
Other team UConn beat.
and
Illinois.
UCLA.
UCLA was bad too.
UCLA was bad.
Oh, yeah,
but
they did
I
beat
still would
Illinois.
probably take them. I don't like Houston.
Tier
at all.
3,
I
Gonzaga.
don't like Houston whatsoever.
I just think Houston in like a one, like in
They could throw a fit
survive
against
in advance. That defense, I think, can get.
They
definitely
got.
win
You
them
got to
a few
remember,
games.
they got at least 2. Correct me if I'm Sharp and Uzan.
Yeah,
And then am I missing somebody else from that team last year?
Tugler.
Tugler. So at least 3 guys
Yeah.
that had a national championship ripped from their fucking fingertips.
Yeah.
Like that's gonna I know Clemmer would be here. Like, what does that mean?
And then Flemings is their best player.
He's an animal.
No, it does mean something.
Well, you got 3 guys who were a second away from a championship.
Well, the thing is,
That's gonna fucking
Samson too.
Well,
Like,
losing
Kelvin
Roberts.
I saw a great TikTok the other day. It was a fucking coach, and I'm definitely stealing it down the road from my roommates to like an 8U fucking biddy game. But he goes, if a robber rolled up on you and was like, give me my $100 at gunpoint, give me $100 at gunpoint, you'd be like, yeah, okay. If you worked for the fucking 100 and you were sweaty and dirty, he'd be like, you'd be a little less convinced to give it up. You'd at least put a little pushback. You know what I mean? That's what I look at with Houston. They got sweat and blood and tears and dirt and scars, and they ain't giving up that $100.
and guess what?
And that's gonna translate to me in March.
They can't shoot the fucking ball.
They don't score, and they're not tough.
I don't think they're as tough
Losing
anymore.
Roberts,
I don't want to rub it in.
they're not the same team.
They shot like shit and then still pulled it away from a super team in Duke last year. Down the stretch.
Well, one of them, they shit down the leg. Like they were up 8 points with 40 seconds left. That's a shit.
Houston went and did the right things too, though. Didn't they get a big turnover that led to a dunk?
It was a pretty much.
crazy
It was literally what the, I mean.
No,
Also,
Duke-
what
no,
they
no.
Couldn't
did to
inbound the
Duke,
ball, right?
On the ball.
what they did to Duke then just happened to them the next game.
Yeah, same thing. I understand what you're saying, but I just don't think they're this. Like I think they were way better last year.
Yeah, I'm just saying, out of that two, they'd be my pick.
I just think they're going to be in the Elite Eight.
They've got Fleming. Fleming's, if he
He also could
like,
be playing
shines,
a regional in
he's good enough
Houston.
to
We don't know
carry
where
them.
it's going to be. They could be in Houston for the regional.
I just don't think that.
I'm with you. I
just don't
it's
think.
Illinois I like too because they just have shooters so they could get hot and they just have talent. They have size. They have
So
talent.
Underwood's
Like,
a fucking phenomenal coach.
but that's where I'm at with Houston. Like they have Sampson. Like I think you have of the remaining coaches that aren't in that like the big four. You have probably
he's one of the guys you want for sure.
Izzo sucks.
No,
He's
see,
a
all
whiny
right, so-
little bitch.
Yes, but
The guy's kicking everyone in the nuts.
we need these guys. We're running out of the legends. We're running out of the characters.
So
I
that's
still do agree with that. As much as you hate Cronin, and don't get me wrong, because the flip side, I was complaining how much of a fucking jerk Cronin was. But like the
you
people who were like, Danny Hurley is abusive to the referees and a
worst.
stigma on our game, and
Idiots.
You need Danny Hurley. We need Calipari.
100%.
We need Self. We need Sampson. We need Cronin. We're
100%.
running out of these guys.
I have no
I
problem.
agree.
running out of these.
I don't want Izzo to go anywhere.
We're running out of these guys.
I have no problem with him at all being where he is because I love talking about him. He's
And, like,
obviously a great coach, but like he is also a whiny little bastard.
But both can be true.
100%.
That's where
I'm
not
agreeing
denying
with
where
you.
he's at, but
Agreeing
like,
with
and
you,
I
but-
said this months ago. And even the guys you love, you look across the board, like Tommy Lloyd, Dusty May, phenomenal coach, Golden. There's not a lot of
No,
like.
they're just young, good
there's
coaches.
not a lot of like extracurricular with them. They
like
do
Mc-
their
they're
job.
like,
they'll do media, but there's not a lot of.
they're
And
like-
that's not a knock. It's just like,
They're like McVay in football,
Yes.
where it's like he's just a young,
Yes.
brilliant coach. Where you're like, he's not really fun to watch. He's just really good at what he does.
that's
like,
what we grew up on, the extracurriculars with these guys. Jerry Tarkanian eating a towel, and Rick Majerus like being overweight and a lunatic, and like Calipari and fucking the guy from Temple fighting John Chaney fighting each other. Krzyzewski, like this is what we grew up on. So we're and
I actually
running
think
out of it.
I actually think we're missing it. We've talked about that with like Coach K being gone and like
Yeah.
Roy Williams is gone. Jay Wright, who was all class always, but like he's gone.
Even on the flip side, how many legends do we have left on in college football to that?
So all the time, not a lot.
a lot.
Not a lot.
But you'll know that's just what.
Oh, you have new
happens,
ones
you know?
building though.
They'll
Agreed.
start.
Like
Yeah.
Kirby's won championships, Dave's won one now, Signetti's won one. Like it's starting, it reforms. It all
Yeah,
comes.
like you just got Signetti now in that, which he would never.
Yeah, like I mean, 2 years ago you wouldn't have thought of him.
I know what you
Now
mean.
I think he's clearly
Maybe
the best
it's
coach in
maybe
the
it's.
country.
I think a little bit too is like internet culture. We grew up looking back, if that
Yeah.
makes sense.
For sure.
Like, oh hey, Mike Gundy. Why is Mike Gundy a legend? Like if you were explaining,
Yeah.
the clip, dude.
Yeah.
Watch this. You never saw that clip.
Also was a
Like,
good coach too. But no,
oh,
but,
without a doubt,
you're right.
Without a doubt.
You're right.
Like,
You're right.
that's the so.
The
Yeah,
mentality.
college basketball is going to be. I think this is literally the best time right now. We have WBC and like WBC is
Tatis just hit a grand slam.
WBC is already fantastic, and it hasn't even gotten good yet. Like I think the hype around it's been great, but then you got college basketball tournament coming up and conference champion this week. It's fantastic sports right now. Anything else college basketball before we move on?
Yeah, I had a couple different things. One, the fact that Mercyhurst was not allowed in the tournament is the stupidest thing on the fucking planet.
Agreed.
Doing one of
Now,
those again?
What do you, yeah,
One
they
of
did
those
it.
things?
Yeah. And it's one of the Martin brothers from St. Peter's too. So
They
it's a shame
win?
He didn't get in.
They're in the final.
They're in the final.
But it's
LIU.
LIU has already clinched, but here's where I say it. Now, it's twofold. One, Mercyhurst should be allowed to be in. But two, if they're not in, why put them in the conference tournament?
I don't know.
Because whoever lost to Mercyhurst, they shouldn't have played. You get what I'm saying? It only muddies the water. Also, what's LIU supposed to do tomorrow night?
I thought about that
rolls his
part of
fucking
it.
We're playing. It's a meaningless game.
Oh, they shouldn't play.
They're
anybody.
Oh, you want to win the conference tournament.
They
You
shouldn't
want
play
to win
anybody.
it, but you're already the goal.
It's not life or death. It's not life or death, but you
just-
still want to win the
it's
conference
just-
tournament.
Just the whole thing.
I
is
feel you.
stupid.
Like,
Hang a banner.
Realistically, you shouldn't play anyone, but it's also like you're LIU. You might as well fuck.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna play a 1 seed and get demolished. Like play,
I know.
win it out,
No,
win it
no,
outright,
it's
so you
not a
can
bad
hang
question.
the fucking.
It's not
Well, they're
bad.
still going
hoist
to
the
hang the
trophy.
banner. Weirdly, that's
But
what.
I'm saying, like, do it the right way, so no one can say nothing.
Yeah. Just win it so they don't have this.
Go earn it.
conversation.
Go earn it.
Now-
Don't make
They've
this a
been the best
conversation.
team in the conference all year.
Yeah, here's the other thing that's been going on this week in terms of storyline. Belmont, number 1 seed in the Missouri Valley,
Yeah.
loses. Navy loses 1 game all season in the
Game was
conference.
nuts to lose
Loses.
that.
Insane.
Block fucked them, right? Navy.
Yeah, I had to
So,
take a bit of an
I have
L
a take
today.
on that too. I think that if you watch it, he shot it in what would have been the amount of time.
Might have been.
I think he actually hit the guy. Excuse me, the guy who shot it. I think actually had the perfect mental clock, and they botched it. But if you notice, he released it with like almost like 2 seconds
Right.
left. So I think the gap in time, like
Right.
it wouldn't have mattered even if it was perfect.
Still need clock operators to be better.
100% agree.
Right.
Sure.
I said this, and then I had to take a little bit of thing back because Brandon was like, look at the clock. And the ref observer 17 agreed with me because it happened last year. What I will say is that the in-arena clock,
Who the fuck is Ref
Great
Observer
follow.
17?
Great follow.
Like you said that like it's like Adam Schefter.
I only know it because I speak Boston.
I was hoping someone else took that.
great follow.
He's a guy I've seen. He just comments on whether it's questionable calls, if it's like right or wrong. And
He's
this-
like
great
the
follow.
pro football doc of refs.
But the way
Exactly.
it's
But
just
he
like
just does it in, like,
anyone
great form
watching
on
a
Twitter.
show, you're like, yeah, Adam Schefter. Like you would know who it is.
Ref
Great
number
follow.
17.
Great follow.
Okay.
It happened last year. The in-arena clock is not always synced up to what TV shows.
It is.
That's,
Right.
that's just a fact. So now
It's usually not like that, though.
in this one, whatever. The other one was the MAC fucking final, MAAC, or semifinal.
Yes, seven.
Anybody see this? The fucking Merrimack is the number 1. Shout out for Soli against
played Marist, yeah.
Marist. Marist gets a shot clock, what sounds like the ball's in the kid's hands under the basket, clear as day. Like nobody's around him. It wasn't like he grabs it and you hear the and here Marist goes up the court. The refs didn't blow it dead, and then they get a turnover. I don't know why. There was a tweet that said the statement from the MAC was like it was a judgment call. We'd let the refs play on. Now the refs let them play on. Now I don't know if they're talking about what could have been deemed a foul at the end because that's what it was,
Yeah.
or the shot clock. Because guess what? You don't get to let them play on a shot clock.
Well, this is the best thing about March as well is that like you have these like really big moments for small schools like that with like a guy who is just like getting paid $4 an hour to sit there and doing like he's like those shot clock guys and like the person that's controlling a lot of these things. A lot of them aren't like they're just like random guys that are doing things for like these kids' lives.
Yeah, it's the Atlantic City table. They probably got $1.50 in a meal, but
Not bad. Well, you guys,
Actually not
you're
bad
all
for
right.
one
You
game.
guys
No,
are
it's
all
not.
right.
the point I was going, then we got sidetracked. I apologize. Belmont losing, St. Thomas losing as a 1, Navy losing as a 1. That hurts what would have been a strong 13, 14,
Sure.
maybe 12 line. Now you're going to get weaker teams on there. That's only propelling the chalk. It also takes the question in the Sun Belt. You guys saw the famous triangle?
Yeah.
In the AAC, they're doing the triangle. Do you think the 1 seeds, some guys are saying the 1 seeds in these conference tournaments should automatically be in the final? If you win the league outright, you should be in the final.
No, you should have to win.
Oh, you got to win a few games.
No.
It is crazy
I
what
hate
Georgia
when
Southern's
you
doing.
get how
I mean,
it's-
when Gonzaga's in the semifinal already.
Right. Did you?
Well, USF's in the semi.
Yeah.
The Georgia Southern thing is crazy.
Why is that crazy?
Insane.
No,
Charlie Henry coach.
I don't know. I don't even. I don't know
Bama
what
and
you said.
ISU.
Okay.
Yes.
See, Trees that good? You think you're hanging out with Snoop Dogg?
That run they're on is nuts. I don't know what happened.
What's happening?
If there was subtitles, it was just question mark, question mark. I don't know.
Trees?
I offended a coach. But the Georgia
Charlie
Southern
Henry.
run's nuts.
Charlie Henry, Bama guy.
You've seen this, right?
I don't
Is he
know.
the head coach?
Yeah, he's the head coach.
What team is Spud Webb coaching?
No, he's a player.
Oh, his
He
player.
went to Southern.
Oh, his name is Spud.
Yes.
Webb. I was so confused. I saw just a.
It was unbelievable when he
I
was
was
at the line.
so
I was
con-
like,
it said
knockdown.
it said leading the team. I literally thought Spud Webb was the head coach of the
Henry.
team. And then you said Henry, so I was like, I know Bosco
Henry.
Or
knows.
just other. Oh,
I was like, wait a
They were
second.
here.
Yeah, yeah.
They're
I see
here
that,
and they're in the
yeah.
I know
final.
they won 6 games in 6 days.
5 in 5 days. They're
Or
trying
5.
to
Here, sorry,
Or
here.
5.
Who they play today?
Troy, Scott Cross, friend of mine as well. So it's a double
Because
sweat.
I
It's a
bet-
good championship game. We're guaranteed.
I bet Coastal the other day, literally, because they were coming off 4-4,
Yeah.
and they got smoked. I was like,
All right,
20
so
Once
we'll
your guys
Troy.
leave, you don't fucking defend them either, by the way?
If my guys leave,
You got the first bid into the NCAA tournament this year?
Ooh,
You don't even know.
I don't know my guys.
It's
I have I think I have 2 guys.
Tennessee State, Nolan Smith.
Oh, Nolan Smith. Good for him. I did see that.
yeah, they were about to win.
I mean,
They did
Nolan
win. Or
Smith
they're-
as-
they
That
won
was
or they're
also a
about to.
double sweatsuit because we like I forgot his first name.
Oh, good.
Oh, yeah.
Coach Maddox at
You forgot
Morehead
his
State.
name.
Breaking news.
Big NFL deal.
Jalen Phillips, 4 years, $120 million.
No,
What?
not with the Eagles.
I
say
said
Eagles.
Eagles.
No, he said Eagles.
Oh no, Panthers.
Yeah, Panthers.
$80 million guaranteed.
Yeah,
The Panthers?
they're going for it. I like it.
Them.
The team's
No,
good.
good for them.
defense
It's
is
Their
just,
defense is starting to
kinda-
get like really good.
good for them. It's just I did not, didn't see that. Everyone was saying Eagles.
That's a lot
Yeah.
of fucking money.
Jonathan Maddox.
And also
He probably was like Eagles, and then he's like, oh my god, Panthers. Okay.
No problem.
also the two with Walker. Giants did make an offer. The official money's 3 for 43.
3 for 43.
Oh, okay, Walker.
With like 20, like I think just under 29 guaranteed.
That's
I
what
like
the
that for
Giants-
the
So
Chiefs.
basically 2 of the 3 years
I
guaranteed.
like that for the Chiefs.
I think it's solid for both of them. That's good money for him. I really like Walker. He's so young.
Oh, I'm glad the Giants.
Michael Pittman traded to the Steelers.
Whoa.
What?
Well, there you go. There's your wide receiver. Can't pay 2 receivers a shit ton of money.
Michael Pittman to the Steelers?
Pittman.
That's a great pickup for the Steelers.
So they got Metcalf and Pittman.
That's
They
a
at least
good-
have like a solid
That's
duo.
a good receiving core right
So-
there.
So now,
Where the Colts get back?
I don't know.
A 7th rounder?
So wait, so now what's his name is the 1 for the Colts?
Alec Pierce is the one. Well,
I don't know if that's the good move.
Josh Downs is like a fine.
Yeah, I like Downs.
I
I
think
don't know,
he's
but
good.
I don't know if
We have a great
if
tight end,
Pierce is
too.
a 1.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Howard.
that's fair. That's
Howard
fair.
is
That's
a
fair.
great tight end. Great running back. Like they didn't Pittman, to be honest, like wasn't putting up great numbers either.
Honestly, you just can't you can't pay 2 receivers that well. You look at with like Burrow and them.
Yeah,
And they're paid even more than them.
and those guys are fucking unbelievable.
Also, yeah, they're also
It's
just
not Alec
better. They're
Pierce.
both way better. Yeah.
like by far. better.
Higgins is better than both.
Wait, definitely, 1000%.
Yeah, when they get the what it cost for Pittman, I'll let you know.
Yeah, I'm sure it was
He
a
signed a 3-year, 75. What is it before last year or the year before?
I don't know.
I don't know if last year was year 2 or year 3 of the deal.
Technically, like the Colts don't have a quarterback right now. Technically,
I guess it's technically
March 2024 is when he signed a 3-year, $70 million extension that included 46 in guarantees for Pittman.
and last thing, college basketball. Yeah, I got nothing else.
Purdue's pathetic, and I
Purdue's
don't care about them. And
horrible.
I'm sneaky happy that Braden Smith and all those guys, the seniors,
Done.
lost. Like I'm just tired of that team. They're boring as shit.
What team are you saying?
Purdue.
Yeah, Purdue slipped.
I'm tired of Purdue. I'm ready for them to be done. I like that Wisconsin team, man. I really like Boyd. He's older, so I don't know where he fits in the NBA landscape of the draft, but I like the way he plays.
Oh, sorry.
Boyd on Wisconsin.
I liked him at San Diego State last year a lot. So they had Boyd and Bird.
He hasn't missed a beat with Wisconsin.
He's good.
Are you guys?
Wisconsin would be my flyer right now to win the Big Ten.
Sure.
I think it's 35-1.
Bro, did you watch that game? They didn't miss a 3. What did they end up shooting?
Here's what they've done.
18 of 34 from 3.
I said it last week. Have you seen who they've beaten since January?
Impressive.
Yeah.
Impressive. It's fucking nuts. I mean, they're going to be pesky like
Michigan State, Illinois,
5,
It's a
6.
Purdue, Iowa, they've been playing better.
It's the turn of the calendar in January. They also beat Michigan. Yeah, I mean, they got great wins.
Yeah, Michigan. Right, they were
Great
the
wins.
first team to beat Michigan.
I also
That's all I
think
got.
Before we
even though we hate them, I think you could see fucking UCLA in the Big Ten semis against
I
Michigan.
like.
I don't know who hates him. Do you hate him?
No, Cronin?
I love Cronin.
No, I thought we all kind of
I
like.
like
no,
that
I'm a
team.
big
I've liked them all
Cronin
year.
guy.
I think they're better than they even are right now.
I think UCLA is good. I also like how whiny he is.
Well, at the same point,
That's
like I
the
was saying
point,
about
yes.
Izzo, yeah.
That's why. He's an.
I mean, Donovan Dent's really, really good.
And Bilodeau, Eric Daly, Sky Clark is healthy again.
As
like
miserable as he
have
is,
some
the
guys.
guy can coach. He can fucking coach.
Yeah, 1,000%.
That's all I got.
Before we move on, are you guys in favor of like just one Cinderella team? I'm done with Cinderellas.
In the tournament,
Yeah,
What do you mean?
like so you're saying in
want-
the Sweet 16, you want one Cinderella
I
team.
want at least only one because I like when everyone's always like, "Oh, we want upsets," and then I like when it's fucking Arizona's and the Dukes and the.
Just pick your poison. What do
Illinois-
you want? Do you want a Final Four like last year, or do you want a
I want a Final
crazy
Four like last
first 2
year.
days?
I want Final Four like last year,
I think it's like
like when San Diego State.
I want
was in
crazy
it.
first 2 days Hubs. That's what I want.
I don't want to like.
I want a crazy 2 first days, but also it checks both boxes if they're knocking out teams who we think can't win the championship anyway. So like when Virginia loses as a 4 that time, it's like okay, great, 2
Fine.
boxes.
Yes.
That's fine with me. If
Yes.
Kansas a couple years ago lost to Samford,
Purdue loses this year, I'll be fine.
It would be
Yes.
great if
Check the
if
boxes.
Kansas loses this year to a
check the
bad
boxes.
team. I would love
Now,
that.
I'm fine with that.
And if Wisconsin is a 6 and catches a break that a bad 3, like let's say Virginia's a 3, Virginia loses, Wisconsin then gets to the Sweet 16.
Fine with
I
that.
still deem Wisconsin as a good Sweet 16
Yeah.
matchup
Yeah.
for whatever
I want
Elite 2 they were going to
a
play.
bad
you know what I mean?
Big Ten team doing
Right.
that instead of fucking Georgia.
Well, the other thing too is like I guess you could look at, which we've seen, we call it all the time. It's not snake bitten, but it's like the bad luck good teams in a loaded conference that just went through torture. Like NC State was an 11 in the ACC. ACC wasn't phenomenal, but Miami those past couple of years, they're at ACC as well, so that's a bad example. But
Miami's a team.
I'm saying, yeah, they're a team
a
to
look
look at.
at.
But I'm
They
saying
did just lose to Louisville.
these teams who finish like
Louisville's
this,
not bad either.
They didn't
same
have
way.
Brown.
No Brown either.
They didn't have Brown.
like
there.
Bad
UCLA.
game.
UCLA is going to be like what?
Better without Brown.
That's what I'm saying.
UCLA is going to be like a 10 or let's say a 9, right? In the Big Ten. Every night they're getting their fucking shit kicked in a war. They get out of that. They make an Elite 8 run, like a good power conference team who was burned all year. You look at the Big 12, like UCF is the 8 in the fucking Big 12 because they've had a
Dangerous.
war. Same with BYU. They're the fucking, if you could believe this, you know
They
what
had a big
BYU's seed is in the Big 10, Big 12?
They're like a 7,
10th.
10. Yeah,
Oh my
it's pretty
God.
bad.
10th in the Big 10.
Yeah, not
Big
not
12.
great.
Big 12. It's crazy.
They lost every good team.
They had a
Who
good
else?
win over the weekend. They beat Texas Tech.
I would take TCU as a flyer in that Big 12.
Are we still up?
What happened?
We're back. We're back.
TCU's got a nice little path. They get Colorado or Oklahoma State and then Kansas. I think TCU could be in the semis.
Win this.
Let's move on.
Let's do.
We got a big NFL move.
Say
Hubs.
it, Mutt.
What?
Malik Willis to the Dolphins.
How much? Wait, this is big. This is everything for us.
This is showstopping.
This is showstopper.
Wait, I don't have the money yet. Here we go. Rappaport, 3 years, $67.5 million, 45 fully guaranteed.
Fuck. What is
under
that?
25.
What is that?
It's under 25.
What is that?
25.
It's under 25.
It's 20.
It's under
22.
22.
Clemmer. Fuck you, Clemmer.
Clemmer.
Fuck Clemmer. Let's call
Where did
Clemmer
you
real
go
quick.
on?
Yo, let's go.
I said I thought it'd be in that like. I was thinking I was pretty
Fucking
right.
I don't-
skinny
I never-
Let's go. What do we win?
30?
What do we win?
Lunches.
Lunches, baby.
I never put a line in the sand. though.
I said I thought it'd be above Fields'
I
money,
didn't.
which I
Hold
was
on one
right
sec.
on that.
Wait, what do they do?
Clemmer, can you
Who was
come
a-
in real
who was
fast?
a free agent?
On.
All right, come in quick.
Where the fuck's he going?
Yes.
Everyone, don't say anything right when he comes in. I don't think he
cut him.
knows yet.
Oh, they're saying Falcons maybe, because he's gonna be like.
That's big.
I knew he was gone, obviously, but like
No one say anything. What's
I'm gonna say
make it
when
to
I knew it
him.
was Dolphins, I knew they don't have the cap to give
I know.
him that much.
Clemmer, have you seen anything on the internet yet?
Have a seat.
Static.
Have a
No.
seat.
Some static going on here.
I don't think I've seen anything that would be relevant to what's happening.
To you?
I don't think so. Yeah.
Okay, so breaking news.
Show's great.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, we promoted it, by the
Thank
way.
you, boys. Thank you. Thank you.
Um,
You
Job, Clemmer.
You guys are both alive.
What?
You guys are both alive.
Yes, of course.
Almost one musical. chair.
Breaking news happened on the show. Malik Willis to the Dolphins. $22.5 million a year. Fuck you!
No. Is that true?
Yeah.
I saw the Michael Pittman trade.
67.5 for 3 years.
I wish I had
45
seen that. No.
Turns out he's not getting $30 fucking million, $40 million.
It was under 25.
Was it Orlovsky? You said 40 a year or something?
40 a year, he was saying.
Get the fuck out
Malik
of here.
Willis, 3 years, 67. Fuck. Boo.
Yep.
So now I owe. So
You definitely owe me
I owe
and
you
Hubs.
a week. I owe you a week, but
Yeah.
you're going to owe me a month. But then I also owe you 4 days on top of it. We got to do the math.
I'm gonna have like
Either
two,
way,
I'm gonna owe you like
Hubs is getting a free lunch for a
I'm
week.
gonna owe you like 2 weeks of lunch.
That was my first lunch bet with him. It feels exhilarating.
That was awesome. I needed that because I would owe him like 2 months of
Can't
lunch.
believe it.
22 and a
Oh.
half.
Hey,
Hey,
the guy who started
you know what,
3
though?
games isn't going to
You
get
know what though?
$40 million.
Good for us. We were right on that number.
I think we're pretty
25.
close. That's
He
pretty
was
good.
always going to be. I feel
For
like
a
it was
bet,
always going to be 20 to 30.
Compared to like what other people were saying, one guy said 40, other guys were saying like 15. Like
40
were
is
close.
I think I was on your side in the sense that I don't know if he's worth 30 or what you said, but teams in the NFL have to overplay, so I could see it happen. I was kind of like,
I thought he'd get
truthfully,
between 25 and 30.
I was truthfully neutral. You were adamant he's going to get the 30. I was like,
He just didn't play enough games. You can't put that much
You
money.
know what
on
hurt
a
him? I
guy.
wonder. I was thinking this
22 is
today.
a lot too, though.
With guys like
that's
Kyler
Fields
and
got.
Tua, did the market get oversaturated?
Fields got that much?
With-
Yeah, because
20.
a lot of guys can get now you can get Kyler Murray and Tua for like $2 million.
Right, which that wasn't. I mean, it was kind of known, but not 100% known.
And Kirk Cousins, like
And
there
Kirk
is a
Cousins
lot.
and somebody else.
Gino.
Too.
Yeah.
You have 4 guys. Look, I mean, Malik Willis is probably the best of those options. He'll get the. He would have gotten the most money if all were equal. But now you have other teams that could get a.
What happened?
What was that?
I'm sorry, it just came across. We have more breaking news. I feel like.
What was that noise? Can you do that noise again, please?
Ooh.
That's got to be Pat's.
What's the noise? What's the noise?
No, it's Giants. It's Giants. Isaiah Likely, 3 years, $40 million.
That's big. He's
I like that a
fucking
lot.
great.
Great
We
signing.
need a tight
Fuck,
end.
that's
That's
a
a
great signing.
fucking great signing.
I think that pretty
What are
much,
the
even though
Patriots doing?
it was,
Wake up,
he's going to be a
Patriots.
Titan, but I think that pretty much like locks up that Wendell was gone, which I think that was.
Go.
He's going to the Titans. with
We
Dable.
need it. This man needs a tight end, and Isaiah Likely is a great tight end.
You guys
Really
like
good.
this signing a lot.
Love. I wanted
I mean,
him
he's super
Great
just
sign.
because it was obviously
Really
Harbaugh.
good.
Like he came from the Ravens, and I want that. I want that lineman too.
Really good, really young.
Who's a lineman from the Ravens?
So-
I want him.
So I think I think they're going to end up spending money on. I think it's going to be Likely, and then I think they're going to cut Runyon. Is what I think
Yeah, I
they're going
think
to do.
so, too.
And I think they're going to sign either one. They're going to sign one of Teller and Vera Tucker, or I've heard both. I think they're going to pony up for both
I
guards.
saw Vera Tucker, like a rumored to be.
I think Vera Tucker is definitely, but they're saying that they like Wyatt Teller too, and they might. The plan is to cut Runyon, save like $10 million in cap space, basically just get rid of his deal, and then sign both those guys, and then re-sign Illuminor, and then I think that's your free agency.
I like,
you basically just boost. You have 2 really good
Likely's
guards,
great.
2 really
Wow.
good.
I like
if
the
we got
familiarity.
Illuminor, Teller, and Vera
Play for
Tucker,
Harbaugh. I like that.
Exactly. I love
All
it.
right,
It's
I
good
have
line.
I have a good number and a bad number for Likely. What do you guys want first?
bad.
The bad. He only had 307 yards last year receiving.
he was hurt.
got
some.
hurt.
They
They played 14 games.
Also, Mark Andrews is on the team, so like 2 tight ends. We have none.
he's a
The
stud.
good number, he's only 26 next year.
yes,
Stud.
huge.
If you watch the guy
Great.
play, like he's a stud.
That's it. And you're right. And Marty, it's a fair point about Andrews. He's going to
Yeah.
obviously.
We have he's our number one.
He only had 1 touchdown last year, 6th the year before.
He couldn't throw the ball last year.
It's
Yeah,
exciting the
right.
Giants are starting to put
They literally
it
just couldn't
together.
throw.
That was the other issue too, right? Lamar missed a good chunk.
Somewhat
missed,
of
and then he was
of a-
hurt. They were running
somewhat
the
of an
ball.
offense.
Also, a rookie,
exciting
a
when putting
rookie
together-
quarterback needs a tight end that is a safe zone.
Yeah,
I know it's his
Dart,
second year, but,
Likely,
like, look at him last year with fucking
Neighbors,
Bellinger
putting
and
together.
what's his
Yeah.
name?
Theo
Scatterbo.
Johnson.
Theo
Exciting
Johnson
to
was
start.
Jackson Dart was making Theo Johnson look good last year. Like we have a real talented one now. You need someone like
This
him.
is also where I appreciate even further Harbaugh coming in because Theo Johnson, the guy who I knew when you saw like flashes, but he drops the ball constantly
Oh, God, yeah.
and was not someone I wanted to really like cling on to long term. Like this is our tight end.
Giants would.
And,
though.
and if it was Shane, because he drafted him, he kept referring to him as like, oh, this like part of this nucleus, and I'm like, he is not part of the nucleus of like a winning team.
How much is Tyreek Hill going to get? Did he already sign somewhere?
no.
You also got to remember he's coming off like shattering his leg.
Big
He
injury.
didn't even like tear his ACL. He like
Tore, like, every
tore
ligament in his
everything
fucking
he
leg.
had.
I don't know how happy he was in the end. It was so weird. Remember, he was like a big smile on his
Yeah,
face.
he was smiling.
He was like,
laughing.
yeah.
He was real happy
did
to
it.
get out of.
He
might
was
be,
sick of being in a building with.
Oh,
every
we
day.
got Jets news.
Oh no.
Oh.
The Jets are signing former Bengals pass rusher Joseph Osai. How do you say that name? Ossai.
Oh, sorry.
He had 14 F sacks in the last 4 years for the
Wow. All right.
I just
How
think
old is he?
Tyreek Hill could be a buy low, like big.
Joseph
Osai?
Osai.
For sure. Yeah, he definitely. Can.
We'll take every. No, he's only maybe 26 as well.
uh,
How about Bobby? I always mispronounce his name. He came to
Cherokee.
Fabio
Cherokee.
Cherokee.
You guys lost him.
Cut
What's the feeling there? He's a pretty good player.
We need. To
I think
cut
they're
him
going to
for
sign.
cap.
I think it's that like it's inside backer is definitely going to be a thing.
we need to cut him
Sure.
for cap.
I know.
That's
I-
just
I
what it
think-
was.
Too bad because I think he was pretty good for you guys.
It was good.
He wasn't
wasn't
good.
like-
he
He wasn't
good.
elite, but he was good.
He was really good the first year we signed him, and he was not playing to the
Okay.
caliber of money he was making the last couple.
Yeah.
Nice guy.
Pittman got an extension. Did we say that?
Who?
Pittman got an
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, so Pittman got traded
Yeah,
to the Steelers.
because the Colts signed Pierce.
$29 million.
That's what I said. But I also, like we said, that's just what the 1,000 yards last year, I believe.
So I'm sure you guys covered it, but I did just real quick. Meek was in the chat. Did you guys talk about this? How he's kind of chirping you for Daniel Jones, calling him money hungry, and saying that he's kind of a
Meek
saying he's a selfish player,
Meek
basically.
knows, Meek knows.
But you're saying that that's not the case. Daniel Jones is just trying to.
He has not asked for a penny more. I can tell you that. But it's also a business, and I don't know what the agent's saying. No one knows what the agent's saying.
The agent definitely asked for that, but I don't. That's what
That's just
negotiation
what
is.
in
I don't know what he's-
negotiation
I
is.
don't think
big
that, I don't
number?
think that makes someone.
No.
If the market pays it, how does that make someone money?
Exactly. Like, also, like, you just had a good year. You got hurt. But then it's like, that's just how negotiations work. You don't just take the number they say.
Right.
Also,
I mean, it would be laughable to give Daniel Jones $50 million a year, but again,
Might as well
least
ask for
try.
it.
that's what you're.
see how desperate you
You
are.
throw out big, they throw out little. You come in the middle.
And guess what? Malik Willis gets off. Now that's the number probably goes up a little bit.
Right. Yeah. So you one less team that you could go to, but you're right, Marty. Like,
But again, he can get fucked by Kyler.
I think he definitely is because if the options, I can pay him a boatload, or I can pay Kyler $1 million and see how
or
it goes.
Tua, right?
Yeah, either.
I just think
it sounds like
Tua's-
Falcons like Tua.
You guys, I think I might have Tua ahead of Kyler. Is that crazy?
No, I go Kyler.
I would go Kyler too.
Kyler.
Who is?
I think he has more.
Who was
like,
also one concussion away from being like.
That's fair.
to me, Tua's
fair.
Tua's shot. I don't know if Kyler's just shot. I'm willing to roll those dice more than
Who's the worst teamate?
I think Tua is.
That's a
Tua.
tough one.
I think Tua
I
is.
don't think anyone likes Kyler.
Dude, Miami has
fair, but
$99 million
Not play.
in dead
Yeah.
money.
to not play
That is
quarterback for them.
$99 million in dead
Dolphins?
money.
I was like
Tua.
explaining that to Nate. Like, yeah, that's just like on the payroll.
Just gone for like they can't do anything.
Well, you know what's crazy? So the Jets going today had $78 million in cap space, but they had like so much in dead money.
Yeah.
In other words, we're not paying anybody. Like the guys we have in the roster is taking up like 4 cents.
Yeah.
It's like we have so much dead, but after next year, I guess it evens out. But like Cleveland, if that's why they couldn't cut Deshaun Watson because they would have had like $100 million in dead
Exactly.
money. They just
might
cut
as
him.
well fucking.
Oh, yeah.
Might as well
die.
just keep him.
Yeah.
Like
99 million not to play.
Yeah.
I know, right?
You can go if you want. I know you have dozen.
I got the dozen. He should at least go to
We do have to hurry this up too. I have something as well. What?
Oh, come on, say it.
good one though.
Gotta
Oh, say it. Come on, say it.
Yeah, I'm trying to have a good March.
Oh, come on, Bosco.
I have a good watch. I saw you on
Bosco,
my
we-
phone freaking out last week.
Bosco, leave us hot. Leave us something good, and then walk out.
$36 million for Osai.
What are you gonna say?
Come on.
99 million. If he's not going to work, he should at least go to Widespread Panic concerts. East Tennessee State -1.5.
That was worth
wasn't
it. That
bad.
was worth it. That was a tough.
You act like that was like some.
Yeah, you're not gonna get trouble for that.
Mincy doesn't work joke. That's like every day on the Watch a Yak one day. I think it's on there. Lastly, because I do have a meeting, WBC. I think this has been
Fucking awesome.
just
Oh,
truly.
shoot. Wait. Before you do that,
So much fun.
over to friends over lunchtime. Friends over at Part of My Cheesesteak. If you're watching the game, working late, or just too lazy to cook on a given night, there's only one call to make Part of My Cheesesteak. We're talking thinly sliced steak, melted provolone, mouth-watering cheese sauce, all loaded up on a perfectly toasted hoagie roll. This is a legit heavy hitter cheesesteak, and if you really want to do it right, grab the Big Cat Combo, cheesesteak, fries, and a drink. That's a complete meal. It's available nationwide, and it delivers easy. Game day covered, late night covered. Stop overthinking dinner. Order Part of My Cheesesteak right now. Use code AWL for free delivery on pardonmycheesesteak.com.
I think this has just been truly unbelievable for baseball. I think that the momentum from the Olympics to this really helped. All the guys playing in this has been amazing. Just seeing this lineup is incredible. I think going into a lockout, this helps the players a ton. I think a little bit. I think it's just going to be like they're.
It's also going to be part of the lockout now. Like
Yeah.
the CBA, they're going to talk about the Olympics now because of this.
Yeah, 100%. And I think
Good.
that these guys want to play in the Olympics.
How about
Bryce Harper-
Skubal being a little dramatic there? This is the biggest decision of my life or something.
Can
You
I
might
be
stick
honest,
around
though?
now, right? You
It's-
might
it
pitch in.
is.
Well, I understand, but like he's
I'm
playing up a
telling
little
you,
bit.
Yeah,
I
a
don't
little
think
bit.
he is. He really is like freaking out about it. It's a big
Play or
decision.
don't- No, it's one start. It's
I do like
you
that-
make a spring training start anyway.
People were
What?
making it.
You make a spring training start.
Oh, if he pitches this time, if he pitches this time, he can't pitch opening day for the Tigers.
Oh, really?
That's
They
the
were
biggest-
lining up your throat.
So that's the decision.
People were making a big deal
Then
of
at the
that.
end of the day, it's just one game. Then you pitch game 2 or 3. Who cares?
I agree, but it's also the Tigers that are probably not being very nice about that.
I bet you're right.
You're probably
The good news is with the Tigers that you could start Framber, and it's not like
crazy.
We got our new shiny toy.
Yeah, but it's also like the Tigers probably like we're paying you. We're not paying you. They're paying you $32 million now. They want to pay 19.
19.
But regardless, I think it means a lot more to these guys than you think it is. Only reason the way how close these guys have gotten in this week it was the most incredible experience I've ever had.
Harper and Judge are inseparable.
Yeah, no, that's
like a love
their
affair.
boys, and Schwarber's right there. Like being there was the coolest 12-year-old Marty pinch me moment I've ever had in my life. Just being with those guys left, right, and them talking and hearing the off-camera stuff, talking about all the dinners they're going to, the stories that. Let me tell you, DeRosa should be a coach right now. That man is the coolest guy in the entire world. He is Jersey guy, just fucking loves baseball, loves the boys. I think he's just the way he talks to the guys love him already. Like I think he's a perfect USA
you think he gets
coach.
A job?
I think he should.
Like maybe bench coach to start, but do you think someone would hire him? Like
I know he's on like MLB Network right now.
Right. No, he's on a lot.
But I think he's an incredible, like a perfect coach. I really do. I know it's not fucking hard to coach this team. It is in a way because you got.
We'll see.
We'll see.
He hasn't had to manage these games coming up, starting tonight.
I told him. I straight up. I was like, you have the easiest job in the world.
Part of his job though is to get people excited and want to stick around.
Also,
like the fact that Scooble's thinking about sticking around means he's doing his job.
Well, his big thing too
keep these guys fat and
was
happy.
In an exhibition game. He's like, "Did you see the bench when we were up 15-1? Everyone stayed. Those guys could have showered, went home.
Yeah.
Everyone stayed the entire time.
That was in your interview with him.
Yeah, and everyone's talking about how like the Dominican has having so much fun. You know, the Puerto Rico team's having so much fun. The Japan team. It's just because they're not loud does not mean that they're not like fun. Like they're having a great. They're very very tight knit team. They also know that they need to win this thing. And they're like, it's cool to see them all come together. I also think it's great to have the Dominican team in Dominican Republic fucking going crazy. How fun that is. The Puerto Rican team is so fun to watch. I think this has just been so good for baseball, especially in March where it's usually very boring.
I feel like this WBC's been around since 2006. I feel like for whatever reason in the World Series, baseball's kind of having a moment too. It's leveled up this one.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like
we got our
guys. We got our players playing. Yeah.
But even like the ones, not like the ones 3 years ago, 6 years ago had bad rosters. Those rosters are pretty good too.
But I'm saying, but America going from like we saw the pitching staff and the lineup. It's night and day.
Yeah.
I mean, we did win it 6 years ago. Like I said, these weren't schlubs.
You also got to give credit to DeRosa.
But Japan wasn't as good as Japan got better since we won it.
You also have to give credit to DeRosa because he got all these guys to play.
Well, he needed to get one guy to play.
Yeah.
And that got everyone else. Once he got Judge on board,
he called everyone individually. I thought that was cool.
I believe, yeah.
And he was like, I did no maybes. It was like, if I call you, you're on the team. It's not like, hey, you're in the running. It's like, you were on the team. But yeah, it was just so cool to see all those.
It's fun to watch, man.
And I did take Bryce Harper 22-1 to win the MVP this year in baseball. Heard a lot of good things going around in there. Hey,
he's motivated for sure because of the GM quotes.
He's the man. But yeah, I'm
so
very
tough to win
tonight. They are 1-3 against Mexico in the past 4. So tonight's a big game. Who's pitching for Mexico?
Manny Barretta.
Yeah, Manny Barretta.
I don't know who that is, to be honest with you.
Mexico's got some guys. Jaron Duran's on the team.
No. Rosarena on the team.
They've got Kirk.
Yeah.
Alejandro Kirk.
Right?
They have Alejandro Kirk.
He's playing on
Not
one
sure.
roster. I forget who. He's definitely playing. No, Mexico's fine. I'm on. That's why I picked it as U.S. minus 3.5. I think the U.S. takes care of business.
Yeah,
we're so stacked. And I don't think Mexico's the pitching to be able to keep up.
Yeah, it's exciting to watch. So again, like March baseball, you're never give a.
Dude, I'm watching these other games. I'm watching
too.
like
it's
Netherlands,
amazing.
and I'm watching I'm having a blast just watching baseball.
It's gonna be once we get USA Dominican. And then USA Japan is going to be.
Is that how it's shaped up? I don't know how the bracket works.
I think Puerto Rico would be on Japan's side. I think I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure we would play Dominican in the semifinals.
That's how I want it. Like, I want the hardest path. I think playing the Dominican Republic in an elimination game would be unbelievable.
And then it kicks right into March Madness.
Yep.
Yeah, and
it ends the Tuesday. Before.
And I think that we are going to stream. This is breaking news to everyone. Basically, I think we're going to stream the WBC championship on that Tuesday. I think it'll be the first night of like the playing games for.
It's a week from
March
tomorrow.
Or even tomorrow, correct?
I think it'll be the first.
St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
But yeah, I think we'll be streaming it. Mutt, you're more than welcome. You don't have to. But yeah, it's gonna be. I'm very excited for it. And you guys got anything else before we sign off?
That's it.
Watch Chat Eliminator coming
Yes,
back.
it's 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock.
Marty's still alive. Hub's still alive.
4 o'clock. It's for $3,000.
Let's keep signing, guys.
Who else they got?
Kingsley and Gabari, he was on the Packers, and you got Demario Davis.
Oh,
Nice.
Oh.
Yeah, and we'll have a lot more to talk about tomorrow.
I'm gonna take USA minus 3.5 as well.
Same.
trying to.
Me too. Yeah, any picks before we go?
Over in that game. It's juiced up, but I want the over.
I kind of like that too. I'll take that as well.
What is that?
11.
It's 11.
Yep. It's juiced up a little
You think
bit.
Skeen's gonna give up a home run the fucking first pitch? Like, I think it's all these guys playing. So
That's-
fastball down the middle and just get, and then
Nate
nothing
Eaton,
else
baby.
after that.
Then
Nate
they
Eaton
locked in,
jumped
though.
him. Nate Eaton.
Insane. Yeah, Nadine, you can start him. That's your guy.
I did hate that Roman Anthony was like.
Oh, you were
so
gushing
nice.
over him, Marty. I love that clip. I watched it 4 or 5 times. You were like a little kid with
I
my
mean,
guy
I
Roman.
told him I'm gonna hate him, but is he a gorgeous man? Yes.
Sure
the fact
is.
he's 21 is fucking
Yeah,
crazy.
Great. He's so
22
good.
in May, yeah.
He's
21
so
is
good.
insane. Fuck him though.
I'm gonna take Northern Kentucky in.
You know the problem with USA,
That's 1.5.
all of us. If you watch the Japan games, they have dances
Yep.
for each
I know.
player.
They have songs
We all
and all that.
are
yeah.
such assholes that like we can't look past Roman Anthony being from America. Like we still like there's parts of Red Sox fans that want Judge to suck. And
Most.
USA we can't get over ourselves because we're so petty. And like Japan's like, God, imagine the Yankees fans. We get shit on for yelling at the players but imagine we had dances for all the players. We'd get shit on. But Japan, it's fucking awesome.
As long as it's USA, I'll do a dance for Judge. That's
Not
good,
him
right?
though. Not him.
Well, that's
Mutt
Mutt.
will not do
Oh,
that.
Mutt's
No,
an
not me.
asshole.
No,
Oh,
not me.
Mutt, come on. It's
hates
USA.
America.
Mutt wants them to lose so he can blame it on Judge's speech.
Oh,
Hey, they
Mutt.
battled through it so far. They fought through his sleepy
Yeah, you know
speech.
that was
Playing well
just his
despite
whole.
that.
You think that was his whole speech?
Then blame MLB for clipping it because they made him
Not
look
MLB. It's the USA Baseball. It was
okay, well, it was. I think it was on the MLB Twitter account, so maybe I'm wrong. So I'll blame the social media guy. there.
Mutt
That's
just wants to jump down Judge's throat and anti-USA, go Japan, go
Roman
Yoshida.
Anthony homered before he did. I know that. That's for sure.
I just have USA minus 3.5. What do you got?
I got some college games today. I got
I don't think that's true. Roman Anthony didn't
Yeah,
homer before Judge.
Judge homered in the
Talking
Judge hit the
first
first
at bat,
at
right?
bat.
No, but Anthony had the first one. He
No,
homered
it
It was
before
an
not.
exhibition.
He still homered before him.
Judge homered
Exhibition?
homered his first at bat.
Exhibition?
You just told me how important the exhibition games were. The players are sticking around how important it was, Marty. So I'm counting.
For team camaraderie.
Yeah.
Well, Roman was part of that. They want to stay and watch him hit. I respect that.
Boy, oh boy, are we fucking
bad.
grasping for straws.
That's a
over
sad
there.
argument.
Yeah, he said.
I got you to homer first.
Against the Rockies or whoever it was.
It was against the the Giants.
Giants.
Look at Dan. Look at that. Ev.
I got Hofstra minus 3.5. They've been playing really well, and I got Monmouth money line.
Mutt, you got anything?
I'm taking the over that game tonight. 11 runs.
I want you to yell at Meek Phil tomorrow about this Daniel Jones stuff.
It's just not like he just doesn't understand like he doesn't understand what negotiation is. You know, like he's like, oh, he got $100 million so far, so he should take whatever they give him. That's just like you still have to know like there's a market out there. You could also fuck over some quarterbacks.
Also
if you
called
take
him
some.
selfish, greedy, I believe.
Yeah, well, he's just he's
a
Meek
miserable
Phil.
fuck.
Meek Phil is just he's Meek Phil. Disgusting.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
It's a good day without him.
That's a show. Great show, boys. We'll have tomorrow a lot more free agent signings, and we'll see you later.
Eliminator 4 o'clock.
See ya.